How's it going, everybody? If there's anybody there, is there anyone here? I can never tell at first. You don't show up. Mrs. Guy, am I live? Am I alive? I might not be. Oh, there we go. Eyes scary. Hey man, how you doing? It always takes a few minutes for this to get out there or something, I guess. I don't know. Kuhl says, hey, what's up? And if I butcher you guys' names, I'm not trying to. I just can't see very good. I need new eyes, probably. How's everyone doing tonight? What's going on? I'm all by myself. Cindy Hatter, good evening. How are you doing? Guy Jr.'s gone again. He doesn't like doing the split screens, apparently, so. Glasses. New glasses. Can't see. All right. That's much better. Hey, everyone. I like the hat. The hat is available at shoptheguy.com. You can have one and you can look just like this in front of your phone, and you could just pretend that you're doing a YouTube show with this hat. It'd be awesome. Just chilling, eating. What's for dinner tonight? I had some leftover steak with some blue chips and salsa. Pretty exciting. Did I hear that cup get laid down on a saucer? You most definitely did. These are pretty cool. These are like actual rocks that are cut in half and then shined up and made square, just like nature intended. So they put little fuzzy things on the bottom there. But yeah, they're kind of heavy. They're actually pretty cool. So those are not at shoptheguy.com. We do not have rock coasters for sale as of right now. We're working on it though. Anyways, yeah, these hats, shoptheguy.com. We have hoodies on there. We got shirts, hats. We have leggings for women. Someone told me I should mention that, so we have that out there also. It's funny because we used to get requests for stuff, and we would be like, "Okay, we can make that," and then we would make it. We'd go to all this trouble to make these things, and then nobody would buy them. So they're still there. They're still available. What's your real name? Well, I can tell you that because it's on my Instagram. So it's Eddie is what I go by. That's my real name. If you go to my Instagram account, you can see that on there. So it's not like it's a secret, I guess. So, hello, brother. Hey, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Yeah, there's also paintings on there. Mysterious one says hello. How's it going? Paintings that I've done as like the Rob Boss character. Maybe you've seen, maybe you haven't, but wow, that's quite a long name there. I'm gonna have to read that. I don't have a name. I just put this on here so it will show up. Well, that's good. That's something. Probably didn't have to try that again, but nobody else has that, I bet. So long name. But I do some painting when I'm Rob Boss, and I don't know what I'm doing. I just try, and some of them turn out good enough that people actually buy them. So those are also available on shoptheguy.com if you want to look at those. Check them out, see what you think. I'm kind of going with a Harley theme today, I guess. Went to the chiropractor today. I don't know how many of you guys do that. It's pretty It's hard to find a good chiropractor, it really is. Most of them will want to schedule you to come back like twice a week or once a week, and they just keep milking the money out of you, keep you coming back. The guy I use, though, he, I just want to, yeah, we get that every day. But anyways, he'll do as much as he can, and he like wants to get you done. He doesn't try to keep you coming back. So good guy. He's in a local town here. I end up going probably, maybe once every 3 months, I guess. I was in a car wreck when I was a kid, and it kind of screwed up my neck and my back. So I'm able to pop it around a little bit, crack it around, and get by for a while. But then it gets beyond my expertise, I guess. So I have to go in and have a professional crack me around, and I always feel better afterwards for a while, anyway. So yeah, I wanted to suggest at least a small American flag in the background. At least let everyone know what country you live in. Well, I didn't think that was a problem. I mean, we could put one back there, I guess. Then I'd ruin my other decor. I'd have to move stuff around and be confusing, but we might do that. Hello from Kansas City. What country do you live in? Of course, then someone says that. You and your family are very funny. Thanks, I appreciate that. 2 seconds of watching you, and I can tell he's American. Yeah, hopefully, but hi from New York City. How's it going up there? What country you live in? Of course, we're in America. We just talked about that. So you go to the chiropractor sometimes because my neck and back injury from when I was 17. That's about when mine happened. I think I was 16. So they can do some weird stuff though, chiropractors. A lot of people think, oh, they're quacks. They don't know what they're doing. Probably a lot of them are, but if you find the right one, they can definitely help you out. So it's weird because you go in there and they'll measure your feet, like laying off the table, and one leg might be like 1/8 of an inch longer, and then they'll crack you around, and then you're all squared away. So you're good to go. South Jakarta, where's that at? Is that in Africa, I believe? I could be completely wrong. I quit school, so I don't know my geography or history or anything very well. Math, that's lost. But hey, brother, currently deployed overseas. My wife just told 4 days ago, I gotta go back here. She's leaving me. She doesn't love me anymore. We've been married for 6 months. Should I let her go? Well, unfortunately, I mean, if that's what she says, then you really don't have a choice because you're just gonna delay the inevitable, I guess. If you try to, I mean, you have kids and stuff that say that? No. So if you don't have kids, I mean, that's one plus. I mean, you're deployed right now. You're probably 4 days ago, 6 years. So you're fairly young, I'm guessing. So, I mean, uh, you can always start over and then you'll forget all about that, hopefully, eventually. But that sucks. I'm not really great at advice. So, I mean, if you really need to talk to somebody, go to a professional. I just play a professional on the internet, but I'm really not. So, uh, your chiropractor's great, cool. Yeah, you should put American flag vinyl in the chrome part of the YouTube play button. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but then it kind of messes. I mean, it's kind of got. I've thought about. I don't really like that mirror in there before, so maybe that would be a good idea. But then you wouldn't see the play, and that would kind of. I don't know. Maybe we're getting a lot of people that want us to put a flag up there, so maybe we should do that then. Any thoughts on ski biddy? I, the thought is I have no idea what that is, so that's my thought. Can you please say my name, Carl W? There you go. Yo, I love you. Grant says Yorktown. Wow, far out. Hello. Hey, how you doing? My sister said I don't like you anymore. Oh yeah. Well, get rid of your sister then. I don't know. Uh, F that lady, find another. I mean, that is kind of if she doesn't love you, she doesn't want to be with you, you can't, it's probably not going to work no matter what you try at this point. So, although that sucks, but I mean, you'll find someone, I'm sure. And if she's saying that, chances are she may have already found someone. So that could be part of it too, I think. Bruce says you guys are great. Thank you. Good luck. Same thing happened to my little brother when he was deployed. Yeah, you hear a lot about that because you're gone so long and people get lonely and, you know, but that sucks to have to worry about what you're doing over there and then worry about that on top of it. Waylon says, hello, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Aren't you the man that said you're what? The cop, your wife? Yeah, that's me. Get her back home so they didn't stay around. Yep, the mother-in-law one. That one did really good. Bro, skip me. What'd you say? And I got a lot of going on here. Any thoughts? I didn't skip you. I don't know what that means. Skibbity. I gotta pay attention here what I'm saying because you guys sometimes trick me into saying something stupid and then I get in trouble. So where was I now? Let's see. All right. Flag of Scotland. Well, if I was in Scotland, you could probably talk me into that, but since I'm not. And it says, hi, legendary respect. You doing well, sir? Yep, doing good. I've never married. 66 years old, and you're good, huh? Yeah, I mean that's the way some people do that. So, if as long as you're happy with that, that's good. It's okay, Emily. He loves you. I don't know what the one thing meant, what you said earlier, but I'm not going to say that one, Grant. But good try there. What's the thought process behind the jokes? Really, nothing. I mean, think about nothing, and then eventually something funny will just come in there, and then you write it down, run with it. Do a weathered wooden flag. I've seen those. One of the restaurants that we frequent down here has a really cool wooden flag. It's like they did it out of like 2x4s, I believe. They just grind them down so that they have that wave shape to them, and then they kind of burn them and then paint them. Look pretty cool. So I've seen those for sale. I could make something like that, but I really don't have time. I'm trying to figure out how to make some other stuff right now. So I have a problem eating ramen noodles. How can I stop? Well, I would recommend not stopping. I would eat more ramen noodles or whatever they're called. So definitely, that's like a college food, I think. So stick with that. The ramen noodle diet, I believe, is awesome. But I have been following you for a long time. Cool. Feels like we've been doing this quite a while. So, are you family friendly? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we do a lot of innuendo type stuff, but as far as dropping the F bomb and stuff, we don't do that. And if occasionally it is in there, we bleep it out and we don't put it in the text. So, but for the most part, I'd say like 90% is family friendly. YouTube will put all of our stuff up. Some of the platforms we're on will censor things. So if you're looking for something that is 100% family friendly, then probably like Instagram, because we don't put some things up there, or Facebook. So it's been almost a year since Toby Keith died. Yeah, it has. I don't really keep up with a lot of country stuff. Of course, I know who Toby Keith is, but uh, what's the secret to marriage? Apologies. Um, just laugh as much as you can, I think, maybe. Laughing and communication probably is what they say. So life is meant to be ironic and fun. That's right. Don't take it serious. Sit up straight. I can't sit up straight. I have to lean forward and do this. Otherwise, I would. Uh, I thought that was a real story. What'd you think was a real story? I am hunching over, but I have to reach forward. See? Uh, yes, we are family friendly. You watched 5 minutes ago. What? I'm lost now. Too many. I don't know. We'll just skip some of you guys. Uh, both of you. Roast me. We're talking about actually doing a roast where you guys roast me and Guy Jr. when he's here. So Elizabeth said she loves the jokes. Thank you. Uh, You look like you have seen a few things in your time. Have you ever seen fiberglass? I think you're talking about laid over, plywood for decking, asking for a friend. Um, no, I've never seen that before because then the rain has to have somewhere to go, so it's just going to go on the plywood, and then that plywood's going to rot out eventually, and then your decking is going to be way too high off your joist boards or whatever. So I don't think that would be a good idea. The water has to have a place to go. Uh, Arabians, I'm not gonna, Alan Akbar, I don't know what that means. Both of you, you like metal? Yeah, I listen to heavy metal a lot, especially at the gym when I'm working out or in the car or at home, I guess. Um, that's an interesting technique. Yeah. Where's your son today? He's out in another town with his at his girlfriend's house tonight. People are funny, aren't they? Concealment wooden flag. You know, those concealment furniture and stuff was really cool when it came out. And people were making this homemade stuff. And then everybody started putting it on social media. So now it's like if you walk in someone's house, you're going to look at something right away. Oh, that's not really a mirror. That's a concealed carry. Here's how there's the magnet. You open this up. There's what I want to take. I mean, they never should have told people how they were making those because now you look at something and you're like, ah, I know what's in there. Dude, you are so cool. I know. Thanks. Uh, the guy who played the Green Goblin, no, I'm not, but I did see that guy that you're talking about, William Defoe. Somebody didn't recognize him on in the streets in New York, and they just walked up to him. They were doing like street interviews, and they asked him his name and stuff, and he told them, and they still didn't get it. And then they asked him about advice. He's like, "No advice. I don't give advice to people. They got to figure it out themselves." So anyways, they never knew who that guy was. But your jokes make my day. Shanna, are you sick? No, I'm congested right now. I'm a little stuffy. That's about it. We love you. Thank you. Uh, Very creative. I don't talk about politics on here at all. There's way too much of that going on. So there's like more channels of politics than there are comedy. So you can find it somewhere. Two kids. I have four kids altogether. Two are completely out of the house. One's here part time, and one's here all the time. So, would you rather have a tennis racket for a left arm or a rollerblade as a left leg? Well, if I had a rollerblade, I'd probably fall down a lot and end up with a tennis racket arm, anyways. So, I think I'd just start out with the tennis racket arm. That could be kind of handy, kind of cool, smacking people around. Or if you wanted to play tennis, you'd be ready to go. I think so. No politics here. I don't talk about that. I am the freaking guy. That's right. They use plastic, fake plastic boards now. Right. But if you had the plywood down, that's what I'm talking would rot. So, do you think possum skins are worth anything? Because I have a couple. Well, I mean, if you found the right buyer, I mean, everything has a price. So, some guy, you may never meet him, is probably looking for a couple of possum skins. If you could just somehow hook up, maybe on Marketplace, I don't know. Can you say hello to Richard? Hello. Uh, I've been watching your videos since the beginning, like before I was even live. I didn't know that was possible. Do you have a Hellcat in your Jeep, or is that a rumor? Well, I didn't know. Is that a rumor going around everywhere that hey, the guy has a Hellcat engine in his Jeep? I hadn't heard that rumor yet, but no, I don't. It's a 3.6. It's a V6, so no, I do not. But there is big changes coming for the Jeep. I just ordered. Well, I didn't order them. I paid someone. I got no time to do anything. That's part. I would love to work on my Jeep or build things. I used to do a lot of woodworking, stuff like that, but I just have no time anymore. It seems like. So I'm paying a guy, and he's going to lift the Jeep, put all new suspension under it. We're going to put 40-inch tires on it instead of those big 22-inch rims we got right now. We're going to have 17s on there. And then we got other stuff coming down the road too. So, yeah. Black Label Society and Pantera, of course. I like them a lot. Yeah. Ricky Bobby, does it matter really? Trump? Well, yeah, we don't do politics. So, anyways, it was not a good idea. I have to figure out how to repair it. You're welcome. Sure. Welcome to Tool Time with the guy. Can you? I have said hello to Richard several times. Hello, Richard. Hello, Richard. There you go. Yeah, we don't. There, if you scroll around, that's pretty much. Even right now, it's just politics are everywhere, and everybody has their own opinion on that. Whatever you think, I think a lot of things should just be kept to yourself. I know everybody's all proud about what they do politically or religious. I mean, it gets on some people's nerves, because that's kind of a personal choice that you make. And that is one of our freedoms here. Everybody talks about freedoms. But then when people exercise their freedom, whether it's one way or another, everybody's all over them about it. I mean, just live your life, do what makes you happy, what makes your family happy, and don't worry about other people. I mean, worry about the stuff you can change, I think. Do you ride to Sturgis? No, I never have. I've always wanted to go up there. Um, I need to get up there. That would be fun. I have a Harley, so. Well, let's see. The Jeep's gonna look good. Yeah, I hope so. We're getting Baja Boss, Mickey Thompson's 40-inch with 17-inch rims. So I think that's going to look pretty beefy. That the Jeep now really doesn't. It's got the big ginormous rims, and they're not low profile tires. They're obviously off-road mud tires, but they have more of a look of a low profile tire. And I personally like a smaller rim and a bigger tire, more meat, more tires showing and stuff. So that's what I like. What are your toys, boat, motorcycle? I have, let's see, I got a 2018 Camaro it's got a high rise air induction system on it with cam, Gwatney performance cam, headers, straight pipes. Honestly, I'd have to have the build sheet to tell you all what they've done to it, but it's got about 730 horsepower. I've got a 2018 Harley Road King. And then you've seen the Jeep, of course. I have a 20, I don't know what year it is. I have a jet ski, Yamaha jet ski. And then what else? Got a tractor. Got a pontoon boat that's docked on the lake all the time. So uh, you're an awesome guy. Thanks, Gary. Your videos are great, and your cop encounter videos are hilarious. My favorite one is the one where he accuses you of being drunk. Yeah, I like the one. And it didn't do very well. Where he asked me to step out of the car, and he says I'm gonna have to blow into this. Of course, everybody thinks it's a breathalyzer, and then I end up playing a little tune on the clarinet, and he says that was pretty good, and I drive off. So that was a good one. I like that one. But a lot of the times, the ones I like just sit there and don't do much. But I don't care. I had fun doing it. So Zach says hello, Brandon. You are the man. How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Prepper's here. He's always here. A lot, anyways. You do you, yeah. If everybody would just kind of stick to themselves, I understand some things that are done affect you personally, but most stuff you can't control, and most stuff doesn't affect you personally. So live your life, have fun, don't worry, be happy. No, that was a song, right? Good advice, I think so. We need pics or video when the Jeep's finished. It'll be on Instagram. I have the Guy 50 account. And then also about a month ago, we started the Guy Rides account. And so we're posting content of what I drive or car stuff. It's mostly been Jeep stuff up until this point. And then just yesterday, I started putting a little bit of Harley stuff on there and Camaro stuff. So go to Instagram and go to the Guy Rides account and check that out. And you'll see a lot of progress. I want to do some progression videos when it's actually being done also, if I can work that out, but hopefully. So 17 wheels, air down, crawl capable, right? Yep, that's what I was thinking. Now, eh, honestly, around here we have some trails and stuff, but we're not. It's not like Moab, and all that stuff. So it's going to be pretty much an over-the-road vehicle. That's why we kind of went with stuff that will still be functional there. It's still going to have a good ride, but if we want to take off across the field, or we want to do some of that stuff, we can, obviously. But uh, what do you like to do for fun, and what are your hobbies? I mean, I kind of just do this for fun right now, really. I work out, of course, just getting back into that. I had some health issues, so I'm starting that back up again, looking to get back in shape. That's a big hobby of mine. You know, doing things with the family, of course. Used to fish a lot, hunt a lot, but I don't have the chance to do that too much anymore. So woodworking, used to do a bunch of that. Build a lot of our furniture upstairs. I actually built it, so that's kind of satisfying to do that. I like splitting wood. I like things that kind of challenge you. Like everyone's like, well, at your age, you should get a wood splitter, and I don't want that at all. I feel like I really did something if I split, a whole pile of wood, so by hand. Uh, are you going to Jeep Invasion in Tennessee in August? We were just talking about that actually. I'm not sure yet. That's Pigeon Forge, I think you're referring to. I'm pretty sure that's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Jeep event in the country. If we get the Jeep looking like I want, and we can manage time wise, because we'd have to get an Airbnb or something, get down there, probably stay like 3 days, I suppose. But yeah, we were just talking about that like an hour ago. So Luke says hello. Uh, you have a 2012 Impala, and it's fine. Cool. Is it all fixed up then and everything? I'm assuming it's not stock. So, what is your favorite car? Man, I get that question. I can't. It's hard to answer that because, you know, uh, there's so many. I mean, a lot of my favorite cars are like way out of my range. I like McLarens. I like the new Chevy, the Corvettes, the mid-engine ones, and the ones that are a little bit older. Like some of the Corvettes in the 80s, those look retarded. Look, well, I'm not supposed to say that, but they look stupid to me. Um, how do you deal with a biased boss? I mean, the way I deal with them is probably a little different than what you do, Teresa. I would I would get them alone so that there's no witnesses, and I would tell them exactly what I think of them, and I'd tell them they better back off. And usually for me, that's worked in the past, but that might not work for you. I don't know. I don't put up with people too much, but you're hilarious. Thank you. Just stopped in to say I enjoy your videos. Thank you. Trying to catch up here on the comments so you guys, you know, life in the fast lane. Teresa call corporate and put in an application to take the boss's job. Yeah, you could do that. You deleted Instagram, huh? Dang it. We can always get it back. But of course, on here, even there'll be some of our videos obviously show cars, so you will see when the Jeep is finished. It will be on this account also. So not like you guys won't see it, but as far as like detailed stuff, that'll be more on that account. Uh, couldn't believe you didn't know that the other day. No biggie. Well, you must think it's a big thing if you rub it in my face. American Motor Company. That wasn't a real common car. And for some reason, I thought that was like an Australian thing for a while. So I guess I'm stupid. I don't know. Anyways, I love seeing how you interact with your son. This is the third kid of mine. I've been praying. I really, yeah, we get along pretty good for the most part. I mean, your biggest regret in life, man, that is a tough question because anything that you change in the past could change what you're doing in the future or right now. So that's I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes, that's for sure. So I have a lot of regrets, but I don't know. I split wood today. Guy, my back has reminded me how much fun that is. Yeah, it takes a while to get into it. So I got a big tire out there that's from like a big excavator truck, and I'll take the maul and flip it around so it's obviously the sledgehammer end. I use an 8-pound maul to split wood is what I do, and I'll take that out there and beat on that tire to kind of get in shape before I actually start splitting wood. Or sometimes I split wood in the summertime just to keep going at it. But working out, I mean, that kind of helps with that anyway. So did you take care of the dog? What does that mean? Did I miss something there? I don't know. Which dog? I'm scrolling up looking here. I'm not sure what you're talking about for sure. So, uh, AMC saved the Jeep and sold to Chrysler. Hmm. Okay, maybe I should brush up on that information then. Got tired of simply clad young girls sending me messages. I kept waiting for the older ladies, but it never happened. When I first started doing this on Instagram, it was weird. I think once you get bigger and you get verified, they filter out a lot of that stuff. But yeah, when I first got on there, I had maybe like 1,000 followers on Instagram. It was just nonstop with the messages and they're just most of the time it's fake stuff. I mean, some I guess could be legitimate, but I think most of the time they're fake accounts, or they're not what the pictures they send you is not really what's on the other end of the phone, I guess. But I got a lot more of those now, and I got some really weird stuff everywhere when I first started. But as you become bigger, I think that they kind of watch out for that more, and they filter it out. So that's a good thing. And like Instagram, a lot of the messages go to what they call the hidden category, because they kind of can see that they could be spammy or fake accounts or something, and they send them over there. And I rarely even go into that. And I've probably missed some because I've got some stuff from sponsors that went to the hidden, and I didn't see it for months. And it's just, I have thousands of messages over there to go through and to look at. And it's a lot to keep up with, really. So, yeah, spammers and hackers. Uh, hey, Guy. Noah says, hey, how's it going? Um, that's good. I got tired of it every day. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy just to, hit delete and delete. You can block people. Like, I'll get time periods where a scammer, will start commenting, whether it be on here. It doesn't hardly ever happen here. It's mostly, we get it on Facebook. They start commenting under other people's comments, trying to push their website or their thing. And you can block, they'll have a profile picture, say a Lamborghini. You can block it, and then the next day, that same profile picture with a different name will come up and start doing the same thing. And you just got to be persistent, and then eventually they give up, I guess, once you block enough of their accounts. But it can be a pain. Michael says, good evening from Nebraska. Good evening. That's where I'm originally from, Nebraska. So I don't know where you're at. I was from Plattsmouth. It's where I grew up. It's about 20 miles south of Omaha. I'm sure you're familiar with that probably, but I always use your jokes in my everyday. Yeah, that's good. I mean, steal our stuff and use it, make people laugh. That's great. No problem with that. The only thing I have a problem with is when people steal our actual videos and then they start a site and they post our stuff like it's their content, and they start making money and everything off of it. And Facebook has went through and shut most of those down. And on here, it hasn't happened at all. I think YouTube is the best platform overall for keeping fake accounts out, and for the analytics, being able to look and see how your videos are performing. YouTube is definitely the best platform overall out of everything. So you are from Omaha. I lived in Omaha for, let's see, probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 years, I'd say, 10 years, something like that. Um, they're ruining the Facebook experience. Yeah, it gets old, and then you got to go in and talk to people. It takes a lot to get stuff off there. So Noah says, we have a question. If you had to survive on food for a whole month, what would it be? Probably like steak because that's pretty much all you need, really. I've done the carnivore diet before where all I ate was meat and stuff, and I actually feel pretty good. You get lean down pretty good, and yours would be burritos. Yeah, that might not be the best, healthiest option, but Cade says hello. Uh, let's see. Jeep CJs was the American Motors era for the Jeep brand. I know those guys are kind of grouchy that own those, though. I know that that's the original actual Jeep, and then what we have now really isn't a Jeep and stuff, but Jeep is kind of like a community. It's almost like Harley riders in a way. Kind of, obviously not as hardcore or anything, but it's like a community. I mean, they got the Jeep Wave. People put the ducks in the dash and stuff like that. Give out ducks when you see another cool Jeep. And there's so many people that are like so against that. And it's just like a fun thing. It's not like you're hurting anybody. I mean, they're like, no, you don't do that at all. If you don't do it, that's great. But you don't have to put down people that do it because they're just having fun. Like my daughter likes doing it a lot, you know, and I only have three ducks in my Jeep. One was given to us from a friend of ours that has a cool Jeep, so she gave us one. And then we have one in there that I actually made on the 3D printer. And then there's some other random one, but I don't have like a whole bunch like you've seen in some of my videos. But uh, let's see, we have dear friends who live in Plattsmouth. That's cool. Yeah, I lived there a long time. So you live in Bellevue. Yep, that's right. Right out south of Omaha there. Bellevue's probably grown. I haven't been to Omaha in actual Omaha in probably, oh man, 10 years, 7 years, 8 years, something like that. So burritos are good, yes. Where do you live? We're in Arkansas. We're right on Bull Shoals Lake. So YouTube is where I first heard of you, and I love watching your videos. They make me laugh. When we first started doing this way back, well, like, I don't know, 2.5 years ago, whatever it was, we were only on YouTube and TikTok actually at first, trying to see how it would go, how to do all this stuff. So, and then I think we're on like 19 things right now. So it's quite a job to keep up with that. But Jeeps with the rubber ducks, yeah, that's everywhere. Off at Air Force Base, yeah, I'm familiar with that. Uh, I enjoy your short videos. Yeah, that's mostly what we do. We're trying to actually kind of get more into the long form videos. So, uh, love your shorts. Where's your boy? He's at his girlfriend's house tonight. So, I'm just doing this by myself here. And it's a little awkward, a little different for me because I'm just using my phone here. So, Cade, thank you. You subbed. That's awesome. Are the Ozarks worth a visit? Never been to Arkansas and I enjoy camping. Oh man, yeah, it's amazing down here. I would definitely recommend it. Yep, the lakes are clear, the water's for the most part. I mean, we have the Buffalo River that's just incredible to kayak down, camp, and it's the Buffalo River is actually the longest natural river in the United States. It has no dams on it. They've never altered it in any way. It's still flowing exactly like it used to, and it's I think it's over 90 miles long. So I mean, you can kayak all day, camp on the side. People do like 3-day trips down the river, or there's plenty of stops. There's bridges over it, and there's access there to where you can just go for an hour. I mean, there's sections that take you about an hour. We've done some that are like all day things. Never camped there as of yet. I would like to do that, but um, yeah, like I said earlier, someone mentioned the hat that I'm wearing. Those are available at shoptheguy.com. You can get those there, along with paintings, coffee mugs, hats, hoodies, shirts, t-shirts. We have different lines of stuff. There's like a a bunch of Jeep shirts on there if you're into that. There's some other car shirts that basically make fun of other car brands that has your brand on that you like and it's making fun of another brand. We wear those when we go to like car shows and we get a lot of looks. So it's always funny because obviously you have Fords, Chevys, Dodges, all kinds of exotics, all this stuff there. And we're wearing a shirt that says Fords, just like Chevys only for men or the opposite of that. So we wear like I'll wear one shirt that praises Chevys, and then Junior will wear one that talks about Dodges, and his girlfriend might wear one that says something about Fords, and we all walk together. So I think it confuses people what we really like, but uh, it's awesome that you lived in our neck of the woods at one time, guy. Yeah, it wasn't. We've only been down here about 7 years, and then before that, we were in Iowa. So if you're familiar with Missouri Valley, we were close to there, not too far. So Cade's got to go. Hey, thanks for tuning in. See you later. What's going on here, bro? I don't know. We're just BSing, talking about whatever you guys want to talk about. Some longer videos would be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, trout fishing on the White River, which is close to us. That's supposed to be incredible. We've done it from the bank. We need to go out with a guide sometime and actually do it like that for a couple times and figure it out. But that's really pretty river. And what it is like you have Table Rock up by Branson and Branson West out in that area, whatever. And that's the first lake. And then that flows into Taneycomo. It's dammed up. Taneycomo kind of almost looks like a river. It's just a long snaking lake, but then they dam that up, and then that flows into Bull Shoals, and then at the end of Bull Shoals, there's a dam there, and then that ends up being the White River again. So that's what all this was made from originally. So long long videos would be awesome. Yeah, we're working on some of those. It's hard to do long videos and keep everyone has a really narrow, short attention span nowadays. So keeping somebody on your video and scrolling away, if it's more than 3 minutes long, seems hard. You wouldn't think it would be, but maybe our stuff's not good enough yet. I don't know. We're working on it, but trout fishing, yeah. Buffalo River is awesome. Are you down here then, or you've came down here before? Do you like catfish? Yeah, that's mainly when I was in Iowa and Nebraska, that's mainly what I fished for was catfish. And we've done that down here and had pretty good luck. So it's the bass fishing down here. We haven't caught on to that yet. And this is one of the best lakes for that if you know how to do it. But the water is so clear here. When I was in Nebraska and Iowa fishing, it was kind of murky water, had a lot of algae around the edges and stuff. So the fish didn't necessarily care what color line you're using. They weren't as picky. Down here, I mean, we have huge bass that we're watching from the boat, and we're throwing everything we can think of. We're doing different colored line to try it, and the fish just watch our stuff. They don't even care, basically. But I know a lot of people have really good luck down here, so just not us. Uh, you lived here since summer '81. You're from Colorado, yeah. Colorado's incredible too. I've been out there a few times, and the mountains and stuff are awesome. Catfish. Please like and subscribe button. I love the jokes. Yeah, that helps us out. If you guys aren't following, go ahead and hit that button and follow us. I have the most fun harassing my best bud about his Ram. Yeah, see, you should get one of our shirts. You could wear that around him. I don't know what you drive, but check that out at shoptheguy.com. Hello from Trinidad and Tobago. Cool. Dark VR says, "What is this about?" It's not about anything. It's just, it's the show about nothing. We're just talking to you, whatever you guys, if you guys have questions or anything like that. You have a good friend that lived in Missouri Valley. Okay, yeah. I used to drive through there all the time, every day on the way to work, and I knew some people that live there and stuff. It's right off the interstate there. Um, let's see. Is that the real Mrs. Guy? Yes, that is. She's on here. Uh, I love the content. Please forgive my language. You're the man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Mustang person until it comes to trucks. Then I'm GM or Dodge. Cool. I got an old Dodge truck out here that's it's an old Dodge Ram. I can't remember what year it is. Maybe it's a 2000 or something, but I need to get that running at some point. That's what I used to use to go get wood. So you deliver food from to Northwest Arkansas, Bentonville, Fort Smith, Silent. Yeah, okay, I'm familiar. Where are you from then? Are you in like Springfield or? I worked briefly at a company in Harrison that delivered food, and we would go to I think all those places you're talking about. So maybe you worked there. I don't know. We love Mrs. Guy. Cool. She puts up with a lot, huh? Screw Plan Playbook says I live in Nebraska. Cool. How many shorts have you made? Oh man, like 4,500, I think, over like 2.5 years. Quite a few. We try to post like on here. During the week, we try to post what we call skits. We try to put 3 of them up a day, and then we fill in between with the dad jokes you see us just talking back and forth. Those, so we probably put up at the minimum about 7 videos a day. Sometimes, like on a weekend, we might put up like 11 or 12. So we're always new content daily, all day long. So a Ford Econoline pickup, yeah, those can be pretty cool. I know a lot of guys used to soup those up. They're kind of neat looking trucks, actually. Kind of like that flat front. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Our grandpa owned one in the past. They're fun to drive and ride. Yeah. Joe says, nice. Uh, yes, I live in Pleasant Hope, but work for U.S. Foods out of Springfield. So you're like a competitor to the company I used to work for that was based out of Harrison, Arkansas. I worked there briefly, and I was low man on the board. So what they had me doing was filling in for other drivers when they were sick, vacation. So I never knew what route I had, and I never knew what time I would get home. Sometimes I was done at noon, and then the next day I might be out in Fayetteville or clear down in like close to Little Rock. And I wouldn't get home until 8 that night. So, I mean, it was just too back and forth. I had no schedule. Couldn't make that work for me. So, my grandpa had a pontoon boat on Bull Shoals Lake for years. Yeah, I miss those days. It's a pretty lake. I mean, like I said, we have a pontoon boat that's at a marina, and we go out. We try to go out. Like when we first got it, we went out, 3 or 4 times a week. But now it's hasn't been as much. We should go out more because, for one thing, we're paying a lot of money to keep it in the slip. So, and we're not using it like we should. But we need to do that definitely. Like I said, we got a jet ski too. So a lot of times we'll take both of them out at the same time. But anyways, guys, I've been on here a little bit. I think I'm going to get off and call it a night. So thanks for tuning in and checking us out, following, subscribing, liking stuff. That we appreciate that. It's awesome. And like I said, we'll keep cranking them out. So watch for new stuff. And thanks, guys. And have a good night.